Hi Leo, welcome to November 2019. I hope you've been enjoying your fall. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. Please show me energies present for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2019. Show me energies present for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and cross watchers if they need to be. You have the Three of Wands. This is about patience in regard to energy or situations, seeing results, things that you basically are seeing results in or waiting to see results in. It's about you've had basically put your energy out, you've worked on certain projects, you've set things in motion, and now it's basically things coming back to you in the time frame that they are supposed to. But again, it's basically a call for a fair amount of patience. Show me more for Leo. So you may be dealing with a fire sign. You have the King of Wands coming out in reverse, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is somebody who can be very domineering, very heavy presence, somebody who is, they can be very dishonest, conniving, but also come out as like they want to, it's like they have dual personalities, dual faces that they show people. Like one person has this one experience with them and thinks they're great. Another person has somebody else, or some other, it's like somebody else. It's like a different personality that comes out with that type of person. And they're more geared towards getting what they want, but in really underhanded ways. Show me more for Leo. Some of you have been in a situation where you've been very patient with that type of personality, but it's wearing on you. You have the Nine of Cups here. Let's go ahead and pull your cards before we get into any more, okay? The Hermit and the Hierophant in reverse. Show me more for Leo. Two of Cups in reverse. One more for Leo, please. Six of Pentacles. And the overall energy that is at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So the Seven of Cups talks about options, potentials. It talks about things that we are, things that basically offer us potentials, but we have to look at them on every aspect and angle, because when we choose something, it will change us. It'll change our course and path, and it's also going to affect us on an emotional level. It can talk about confusion, and it can also talk about confusion in regard to the decision that you to stay with somebody. You know, if it's an emotionally draining situation, is there confusion in regard to this? You know, I'm seeing a lot of dissolve here. There may have been a situation between multiple parties. You have the King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. That indicates to me that there may have been some, and I know that these are on separate aspects of this reading, but their energy is playing into the energy of the reading as well. The King of Wands can be sexually deviant. This can be a connection between more than one person, giving to more than one person, where somebody else has been giving to this person and like being patient, and you know, you're not getting what you want because somebody else is doing other things. The Nine of Cups here talks about emotional satisfaction. It talks about connection with people that we love. It talks about being happy in a lot of ways, but it's interesting because it's like we have the Hermit and the Hierophant in reverse. And so what we may have been happy about, this is like the past, present, future type of energy, but what we may have been happy about in the past and what we may have put a lot of energy into here, we have now realizing that this connection has been broken. It's no longer what it was. It's not sustainable. We have the Hermit here in reverse, which either can be an energy where we're not willing to look at something in a very deep way, or we've done the work, we've looked at it, we've realized that this doesn't, serve us, it doesn't bring us happiness, it's not something that's healthy for us. I'm going to turn on the light really quick, see if that helps this lighting situation. Yeah, so with the Nine of Cups here, I think it's important to take care of yourself. Be conscious of how you are still either immersed in some energy here, immersed in something that's been painful. You're having to look at things and putting yourself in a situation of evaluating what is healthy for me at this point. The Two of Cups, this is interesting because it's like the Two of Cups in reverse here. The Hierophant, these are dissolve cards, dissolves of relationships and connections with people who we very much cared about. The Seven of Cups, again, basically an emotional choice in regard to what we put our energy towards. Which decision do we make? Do we want to be completely enwrapped with somebody who is negative, who, no longer wants to be with us? I feel like some part of this is like, there's a fair sense of rejection here, like somebody was rejected, and like you put in the effort, you put in the time, you cared about somebody, and you were hoping that it would go in a certain way, and that rejection has kind of just like solidified a lot of things for you in a very, I feel like a quick series of time, like a short time. So, Leo. Okay. Yeah. And the Seven of Cups flying out here for the Three of Wands. So again, situations where you initially, and Six of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. This is here. You've got cards popping up together. You've got multiples already, and that's very interesting. The Three of Wands here, putting our effort and energy and, trying to strive for something to happen in a certain way. It's like what you wanted. Oftentimes the Three of Wands can talk about what we want coming back to us. But if you're dealing with somebody who's kind of ruthless and emotionally devoid, they're very manipulative, mentally manipulative, emotionally manipulative. They can be, a liar. This is a very dishonest card, Now it's like we're looking into, interesting, two completely different decks. Okay, I want to show you this. It's very interesting. Two completely different decks. Look at this. She's wrapped up by a dragon serpent thing. Here, she's like confronted with a dragon serpent thing. That is so weird. And both are the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is about evaluation now in regard to, and at the bottom of the deck with this, we have the Nine of Wands. It's defensiveness. It's about creating healthy boundaries or just completely creating blockages with people that are not healthy for you. This is the energy now, basically having to look back at what we've contributed, what we've put in, and is it something that emotionally serves us? You almost hear as well, interesting, you have a person, a male here with a snake, but it's interesting that he has nothing else going on around him. It's like his body is missing. It's just the head, like lip service, but then he's got like the heart of a snake. That's frustrating, and it's like you're needing to deal with that type of personality. It's not an easy task. And again, the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It can talk about equality, equal give and take, but it also can talk about people who give to other people, who do not, value us, who basically take advantage of what they can. This King of Wands, that is very much that type of energy where they are self-serving to a very high degree. They don't value people. They do what they want because they want something, and that's that. You might want to, I don't know if you're dealing with a Aries or, I don't know, Aries reading was I'm picking up a lot of the same vibes from the Aries reading, which is strange. Show me the King of Wands here in reverse. Yeah, Two of Cups and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of conflict. The Two of Cups talks about love. Here it's in reverse. Again, you have cards already presenting themselves in reverse and multiple times. Two of Wands, where you love somebody very much, you know, but I feel like there's some energy here where it's like you can't deal with the situation anymore. You can't, with people like this, you can love them, but you may not get the love returned, okay? And that may be why that Six of Pentacles popped up a couple of times, or at least was on the bottom of the deck. And here, it's like you're not getting equal give and take. The love, the equality is not necessarily there. And that's definitely, Leo, that's something that you need to have in a relationship. You need reciprocal energy. Everybody does. Show me the Nine of Cups in this situation. Nine of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this was something that made you very happy. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles here. This is shutting people out, having to let somebody go. This is the frustrating part. You know, I think that this is kind of like a shell shock moment here, Leo. Needing to assess and evaluate situations that once made us happy, but now no longer bring any type of commitment, any type of stability. It's a loss of love. You know, all for what? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. It's, yeah, it's something that you very much cared about, but also how do you bring back your balance? How do you bring back that happiness within your life? You know, who do you connect with now that can give you equal share, equal give and take? You know, who, this is often the card Nine of Cups for me. A lot of people say, oh, it's the wish card, you're getting a wish. Sure, go for it, wish away. But oftentimes for me, this is basically about being in connection to people who we can see eye to eye with, we are emotionally connected with, we feel stable with them. There's a camaraderie and a happiness. You know, I feel that at one point you felt this with this person, but now realizing that this situation is not a healthy one to maintain, you need to find this for yourself. And you also need to be around people that give you their honesty, that you can trust to be in connection with. And cut this dark energy of a King of Wands out of your life. Whether they cut you out or they want more, it's about evaluation. The Five of Pentacles, it's not a great card. I mean, it's not bad, but it's a card of lack. It's a card of needing to change your situation because the course that you're on is something that just leads to lack and ruin. Show me the Hermit in reverse. Show me the Hermit in reverse for Leo, please. Show me the Hermit in reverse for Leo. You know, the King of Wands coming out in reverse again. He doesn't look like a very easy guy to deal with. King of Wands coming out in reverse twice in this reading. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. This is somebody that goes against relationships. They go against their commitments. It's somebody who also does not look within themselves. They may not have a sense of self at all. And when I say a sense of self, most people have a sense of self, but there's something disconnected here about this person. They're not an introspective person. They are impulsive. They're pleasure seeking. They choose what they want to do when they want to do it, and be damned if you have anything to say about it. And you may not even know about it. They just do what they want. And it basically, the Hierophant, King of Wands in reverse. I'm loving that he's coming. I mean, I'm not loving that he's coming out in reverse twice, but it's hugely indicative that you're dealing with somebody who is totally manipulative and calculating, and they are willing to go against a foundation of a relationship, a connection. Show me the Hierophant in reverse here for Leo. So the Hierophant, you have the Emperor. This is Aries energy. I'm going to pull one more. Show me this. Okay, so you have the Five of Swords in reverse here for this person. I feel that this is an energy where we are needing to evaluate the situation with this person more. With the Emperor coming up here, I know he's upright, but what I'm feeling from this energy is somebody who's very domineering, my way or the highway. You really have no say in much, and you can't really, work with this person. They're not malleable. It's not an easy exchange of anything. Very, very stubborn, very directed, very one focused. They can be very negligent in regard to emotions and connections with you. With the Five of Swords in reverse, this is basically saying, listen, it's like coming out of this this frustrating situation in regard to a foundation, in regard to your relationship, a dissolve of commitment and connection. With the Five of Swords in reverse, though, this is basically you seeing the forest from the trees. It's you understanding that you really can't work with somebody like this, and it doesn't help. They may have set the stage and derailed everything, but in a way that gives you the opportunity to bounce back from it, because you have to understand that it's not your fault. Some of you may want to go watch the Aries reading. That reading was very much about being with somebody who derailed things. They disregarded you. It was kind of a narcissistic energy. And I don't, like I said in that reading, I do not like using that word narcissist, because it's such a hot topic, and people are always like, oh, you're a narcissist. Like I said in the other reading, every person, I mean, most Americans, I'll just stick with America, but it travels around the world. Everybody has some form or some aspect of narcissism within us. I mean, if you're willing to take a selfie and slap it up, and if you got 10 of them in your pictures, you have narcissistic traits. Everybody has some aspect of that, but some of us, it's not just a little trait. It's like a full-blown, like, yeah, it's pretty bad. So here it's like leaving this, understanding that this isn't my fault. But yes, like I was saying in the Aries reading, Leo, there was a heavy sense of needing to know that it's not your fault. You need to rebuild your self-worth, your value. You need to trust yourself again. Being with these types of people who disregard us, narcissism or not, you basically are dealing with somebody who will chip away at your self-worth and value. They don't care about you. They just use you and suck you in. Show me the Two of Cups in reverse here for Leo. Show me the Two of Cups in reverse for Leo, please. So you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Good, good. So the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is basically a card upright. It's a card of, evaluating a situation to see if it brings you happiness, if it's something that you can continue to work with. What does it give you back? Here in reverse, this is giving you back very little. It's a dissolve of a connection, sadly, a deep, deep connection that feels very much that it was supposed to be in your life. It brought you a fair amount of happiness, but now it's like digging yourself out of this hole to feel better, to kind of recalibrate and get yourself back to you. The Seven of Pentacles here in reverse talks about dropping situations that do not serve you. You've made the decision, and it's basically letting it go because it's not something that's healthy. Even if you did love somebody, you cannot force them to change. You can't force them to be a certain way. And that's harsh, but it's something that we need to pay attention to. You need to find a new avenue in life. You need to start getting involved with things that are going to bring out your creativity, giving you a sense of self, accomplishment. And I say creativity, like, I know a lot of people are like, what the fuck is she saying? But like, creativity is a sense of creation. So if you're a sculptor, and you don't even have to be a sculptor, you don't have to have any type of artistic traits at all. But the reason I'm mentioning to do this, look up art therapy. There's something about that can be very helpful here. And that's like, I'm getting pummeled with that, like art therapy, art therapy, art therapy. So if that's something of interest to you to Google, to look up, to watch on YouTube, check it out, because I feel it might be helpful here. Show me the Six of Pentacles here. Hang on, it fell. Yeah, you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So the Seven of Wands is essentially a card where we are dealing with people who leave us in high anxiety situations. We're dealing with people who mistreat us. They want things their way. It's not being able to see eye to eye. It's feeling like you're up against the wall with somebody. There's no equal give and take here, which the Six of Pentacles talks about, equal give and take, whether this be a third party situation or not. There's no equal give and take here. And for you to be in something, Leo, you have to have reciprocity, you have to have equality and care and connection. You do not need to be enwrapped in some serpent energy. This is not something that's healthy. You need to illuminate yourself and create the boundaries that are important here. See, you have the Emperor right under this. Nine of Wands and the Emperor. You need to create boundaries in regard to this person. This is not something that can be emotionally sustainable. It's not healthy anymore, Leo. You have somebody who's very deceptive and I don't know. Aries reading, it's like they were dealing with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That was what they were dealing with. It was like somebody who was just completely like one person one moment, one person the next, and it's not a healthy thing. So let's go ahead and do we need to clarify anything? Let's see here. I feel that was pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't really feel the necessity to clarify anything more. Show me the Nine of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you need to move forward. You need new directions and creativity for sure. This is new understanding, new directions, moving forward towards new things. I still feel here that you're like revisiting this, or it's hard to get out of this energy, but you need to move forward, and you need to, again, like I said before, communicate with people who have your back, communicate with people that you see eye to eye on, communicate with people who love you and that you can trust. The Nine of Cups is about people who we love and trust. It's about connections. It's about happiness. And in that regard, it can build more and more. So essentially, it's a card of emotional satisfaction leading to the Ten of Cups. But here, this is basically getting back on track with people that you can trust and that you can talk to. Some of you, with the Hierophant popping up here, it was on the bottom of the deck, and then I think it's here too. You may need to go into counseling. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, Leo. Counseling is healthy. It's sexy. Healthy minds and healthy, ways that we see ourselves in the end can be very appealing and sexy to our new partners when we get into healthy relationships, because we're not dealing with that baggage, and we also, have a sense of self. So this may be something that you're dealing with. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a card here from the Crystal Wisdom Oracle deck. Please show me what Leo needs to hear. And you know what? I may put on Aries' video that they need to, or it might behoove them to watch your video too, like a little tag team situation. Show me, Leo. What energy does Leo? What message? Okay, so Leo. You have two cards popping out here, Leo. You have Bumblebee Jasper and you have Appetite. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these. Yeah. Bumblebee Jasper, trust. Bumblebee Jasper's startling colors instill a new vibration. The stone stimulates new projects, bringing you the message that you must have honesty in your life. 100%. This is not somebody who can be honest with you. You are a divine being with immense inner riches, holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. You were born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not. Harvest your resources and put them to work to heal dis-ease. That's just you to a T, Leo. Very charismatic, beautiful people who naturally attract others. But it is about having the inner strength and courage to go where others do not. A moment of fertilization, you are being a moment of fertilization. You are being opened to new possibilities. Remember that the bee is not aerodynamically designed to fly, but it does. Cut through doubt and uncertainty. Relax and focus. Clear sight is needed. Visualize your future. Love and good fortune rush toward you. Grasp opportunities. Be a leader, but avoid arrogance. Trust the universe. You overcome obstacles. Someone new lights up your life. Yeah. The person that's coming into your life when you end up getting out of this will probably, it'll be far better than this, but it feels like this is one of those lessons that fine tunes us to know exactly what we want. It puts us in that direction. It puts us in that pace of change, for new things to happen and new growth and new connections of love. All right, so let's go to appetite. Acceptance. Appetite works at the interface between consciousness and matter to let go of what is outworn in your life. Clear away confusion or guilt. Accept the truth about yourself. You are a complex being with credits and deficits. Recognize these without judgment. Move away from aloofness and social alienation and show others who you truly are. Use your perspicacity. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Use your P. You have much to offer by way of service as you access insights for the collective good. Be inspired, discern truth within, recognize what is real in your world, and reconstruct your reality. Don't be deceived by false fronts. See what is beneath. Develop your metaphysical perception. Things improve steadily. Understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. It is time to be of service to others. Teach what you know. Your intuition knows what's best for you. Yeah, things improve steadily for sure, and be careful about deception. Absolutely. Let me see here. Be inspired, discern truth within, recognize what is real in your world, and reconstruct your reality. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to hit on. Recognize what is real in your world and reconstruct your reality. Reconstruct your understanding of yourself. Reconstruct your don't let somebody diminish your value or your worth, okay? Be careful about that, Leo, just because it feels like this person can't help themselves. It feels like this person is kind of sick or something's wrong here. It's not a healthy connection. But they get to do that on their own. You don't have to be subject to it anymore. So I'm going to shut this reading down here. I hope that this was helpful. If you choose to like, share, subscribe, go for it. If you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And there's also the Aries video that might kind of tie this energy together, or it might just kind of bounce off each other. I don't know. But it's out there if you choose to watch it. So I hope this gets better. If this was your situation, if it's not, don't worry about it. It's not yours. Don't make it you. I will talk to you guys soon, and good luck. Welcome to November.